Hello, welcome back. This is Kenshin1913 along with
Ghostyfilms.
and we're Let's Playing Doom 2.
I'm a few bullets shorter because I fired at somebody a second ago, I believe.
Yeah.
But I missed him.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
We're talking about Ant and all of his questionable cake eating practices.
Yeah, he's had a lot of questionable. Oh, there's that guy from the first game.
Yeah.
Scully guy. Scully McHeadburn.
Yeah, Scully McHeadburn is his actual name.
Yeah. Anyways, here's another good story about our friend Ant. He eats.
Ant is like kind of retarded.
Yeah, let's put that as a nice backdrop. Anyways, Ant, this kid didn't have any money one time, right? And my friend Chris and a couple of my other buddies, I think my brother was going too, they were going to Wendy's because we were going to go get Frosties. Now this guy, Ant, we asked him, hey Ant, what do you want from Wendy's? And he's like, no, I don't want anything, man. And we're like, you sure? Because we're going to get Frosties. And he's like, okay, give me a Frosty. So then as Chris is leaving, walking out the door, Ant goes running up to him. He's like, oh man, give me a double bacon cheeseburger too, and could you give me some fries? And he went. Now remember that Ant wasn't even gonna pay for any of this. My friend Chris was gonna get it, and he just asked for like a double bacon cheeseburger along with the shit my friend was already gonna get him for free. So what ended up happening was my friend Chris and I think my brother went with him. They came back with all the Frosties and shit just for us, and they didn't get Ant anything. And the Ant was so pissed off. And we were like, well, dude, it's your own fault. You don't fucking... When someone asks, do you want a Frosty? Or do you want anything? And then you say no. And then you say, oh, I'll take a Frosty. And then you, on top of that, you say, oh, I want a double bacon cheeseburger. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way, buddy. Fuck you. You don't get nothing. So he learned his lesson. What he ended up doing, you know what he ended up doing was he bought us this giant you know those big tubs of ice cream? Mm-hmm. He ended up buying us one of those really, really big tubs of ice cream to make up for him trying to get like a whole bunch of food out of us. Cause he would like never pay. He would never pay for anything, man. Like even if he had money, he's like a cheapskate. And there was one time, right? He had a girlfriend named Katie.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's that guy.
Yeah, but this one's a different kind, actually. This one's like, remember how the other ones were all sunburned? Well, this one's kind of like a lighter brown.
Yeah, so he's like a white version of him. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and they're not as tough either.
Oh, that's nice. So you're trying to say the white folk aren't tough? No, I don't even want you to answer that. Anyways, my friend Ant, he had this girlfriend named Katie. All right.
Yep.
Her birthday was coming up. We were having a party. We were at this party, and he asked my friend Rob if he can make her a birthday card. So Rob was making her this nice birthday card, okay? And you know, usually at parties, people like to chip in when they're getting food, and so we ended up buying pizza that day. And Ant did not want to give any money into the pizza. So at the end of the night, before a lot of the people were leaving, my friend Chris took this card that we all signed and said, you know, it said happy birthday Katie, blah 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 on it, and keep in mind Rob made this card. So he got this card, and Chris, what's that?
It's a thing you like.
Oh, the Berserker! Yay! Punch people in the face.
See, there's like the bars over there. There's a plasma rifle way over there, and the way you get that is very tricky. It took me a long time to figure out how to do this, but yeah, you kind of have to go all the way around here. Oh, wait, I'm lost. You got to go around this way, and if you hit this thing, it'll lower the trapdoor, and you got to run in and get it, and then you can get yourself a plasma rifle.
Nice, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, back to the story. End of the night.
This is like the Ant episode.
This is totally the Ant episode. Sometimes we have Todd episodes or Rob episodes or whatever. This is the Ant episode. So anyways, at the end of the night, Ant didn't want to give any money for pizza, and he had this card that Rob made so he can give to his girlfriend at the time. So what ended up happening was Chris was getting pretty ticked off that he would never ever give money for any kind of food that whenever we were getting, he would never put his fair share in. So what he did was he asked for the card. And stupidly, Anthony gave him the card. So then my friend Chris ripped up the card right in front of him. Ant was so pissed off at that point, where he did this little dance. I wish we had a camera on me so I could show you exactly this little dance. And then he got so mad, like he was just kind of like stepping back and forth, and then he like shadow punched Chris like this.
That was a very weak punch for those of you who can't see.
Yeah, he like shadow punched Chris, and then he's like, "Fuck all y'all!" And he goes walking out the door, screaming. He's so pissed off, and we were all like, "Why did he do that? Why did he get so mad?" I mean, we kind of understood why, but he didn't even make the birthday card. So then as we're leaving, Rob says, "Who says fuck all y'all?" Who says fuck all y'all? So then, after that whole incident, we had Ant apologize to all of us, and he had to call everyone up and either like right face to face make an apology or have a phone apology. And I remember Todd wouldn't accept it until he saw him in person and apologized. And then Ant was like, "I fucking apologize, man." No, Ant. You gotta apologize right to Todd's face.
Weren't you guys riding in a car with Ant one time? And then somebody from the back seat of the car that you were all driving in called his phone and prank called him in the same vehicle that you're all in, and he fell for it?
Yes, he did. That was the night that he went. That was a day. That was a good day. There've been a lot of good days with Ant. I'll have to say that I got a lot of good memories of Ant just because we were picking on him. But you know, it was all good fun. Like we would never let anyone outside of our group ever pick on Ant, or we'd beat the shit out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun night. We were hanging out in our minivan, in my parents' minivan. We were driving around, and Ant was in the back seat. I was in the back seat with Ant, and our friend Chris was in the back seat with Ant. And a couple days before, or like a week before, Ant went to a strip club for the first time, and there was this porn star there, and she fucking did some fun ass shit to him. So she gave him her number, and so I think my friend Rob from the front seat of the minivan called up Ant pretending to be the porn star. Who the hell is that, Dan?
That's a new guy.
He's scary.
I had to use a rocket launcher on him because those guys, I hate them. They fire heat-seeking missiles that like you could run away from them, and if you're in an open area, the missiles will just chase your body heat around, and you have to kind of find sharp corners to dodge them. But I hate them so much. And in here, it's like a close quarters battle. So I just shot him with a rocket because I didn't want to deal with them. Those are called revenants, and I hate them. You'll get a better look at them later on. But that was like, I hate them. Now, right up here, you'll see another creature that this was the boss from the 3rd episode of the first Doom. Yeah. And he's right down there.
He's the final boss of the game.
Not this game, but the last game.
Yeah, the last game. And so Ant, we played loud music so he couldn't hear. Like Rob talked to him in the front. And then Chris took off his pants and showed Ant inside him.
So what you do is hit that button over there, and the ceiling will come down and crush the spider demon.
Nice. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours. And then it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours. Look, he's gonna get crushed.
Yeah.
He's like Krang, but like way uglier.
Yeah.
And he didn't die, Dan. Dan, he didn't die.
He will. The thing's gonna come back. See, now it'll crush him again. But anyway, what you're saying about? Did you finish your story about that?
I kind of did. Basically, Ant saw inside Chris, and he thought that Rob was Danny Sexton. Danny Sexton was the porn star that, like, totally.
Do you want to tell the story of what she did to him?
No, that's way too complicated. You know what, Dan? I am very surprised that I was able to tell these stories coherently.
If Rob were here, next time we're all on an episode with Rob.
Yeah, he'll tell the story. That's a great story. Oh my god. Ant's first time at a strip club was amazing. Anyways, yeah, so we got these you know what? It just feels like the fun lowered a little bit when I stopped talking about Ant and like I don't know why. It's like, yeah, there's just some demons here. Yawn, you know, it's like, where are the stripper demons? Let me ask you that one.
I don't know. I don't think demons strip.
Ah, Dan, you are sorely mistaken there, my friend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Demons strip. It's just they gotta have the bodies to strip, you know what I mean? They gotta get orally.
So I'm running over here, hitting that button and this elevator comes down. You run over to it.
Ooh, you got a blue chip, Dan?
Yeah.
Dan,
SD card.
SD card, yeah. Now you can put it in your camera or your what's-it and do whatever you want with it.
Now one thing about Doom 2 is that the levels are just so much bigger. Like, look how huge this place is compared to...
Well, they probably have more processing power, maybe? I don't know.
I guess so.
Maybe they have, like, more RAM and ROM and Ramular. You know what Ramular is, right?
No.
Yeah, and you should be using double shells on these a-holes.
Well, I'm kind of at a distance, so the shell...
Like that song?
If I shot that gun from there, the shells would be all over the place and they wouldn't be as precise. And they fire 2 shells at a time, so...
Yeah, but you remember that? You remember that song?
What song?
From a Distance.
From a Distance.
Yeah, there you go. Don't
God is watching. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. God sounds like a real pervert.
Yeah, I know.
If you take that song at face value.
I know. It's kind of creepy, if you ask me.
Alright, so now there are going to be a whole bunch of guys waiting for me up at the top.
Why?
Because they're nasty.
Is it because that you told them they smell bad?
I did. I generally go around telling everybody exactly what their flaws are.
Yeah, well, you gotta. I mean,
yeah.
It's the only way that they'll grow is people or demons.
Yeah.
Or what have you. And also, Dan, I just like to say you can't smell people through Skype.
Yeah, that's right.
No matter what you do, you can't smell people through Skype.
I heard somebody made a mistake about smelling people.
Yeah, he thought that he could smell people through Skype. And boy, was he wrong. He was totally wrong. What the hell are you doing? Kill that MFR! So yeah, I am very surprised that I was able to tell those stories
There's a secret here
in
somewhere.
a coherent manner because whoa.
That thing is new. It'll give you
The powers of the devil.
it'll give you 200 health and 200 armor, but I'm gonna save it for later before I get to the next level.
Oh, just like Ant, I love it. Now, Ant is a couple other stories about Ant. I have told these to my friends on Skype. But good story about Ant is way back when I used to play video games. I mean, I don't do that anymore. It's childish. I don't, you know, I got better things to do like crochet or macrame things.
Yeah.
Just, you know, it's just.
You're a very good knitter as well.
Anyways, so one thing that Ant is known for is terrible deals. Terrible deals, like trades and things. Like way back when Ant used to have Nintendo games. Me and him used to share Nintendo games. We'd play them. I'd let him borrow mine. He'd let me borrow his. So back when the old NES era was around, Dragon Warrior 3, I ended up borrowing it from Ant, and I said, hey, you know, I got pretty far in the game, at least I thought. I said, hey, Ant, I got this vehicle, I got the ship, I got the ship that you sail on. And he's like, oh man, that's so cool. He's like, can I see it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he's like, dude, if you let me see the ship, I'll let you. Whoa, there's those guys.
Yeah, see, that was like the missile that follows you. But because I'm right around the corner, they can't turn as wide. So I hate these things, so I usually just fire rockets at them.
And so
these are one of my most hated enemies of the game.
Yeah, they do suck, man. And they're all skinny and shit. They can probably fit in like a lot nicer.
Anorexic.
Yeah, a lot nicer clothes than we can.
They're wearing like football armor or something.
Yeah, well. Anyways, Ant traded me this game, Dragon Quest 3 or Dragon Warrior 3, for just to show him the ship. All right. Another terrible trade Ant had was I was playing Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo. All right, and I told him that I could beat the game, and he never saw the end of the game. So he told me if I could show him the end of the game,
there's another secret in here,
I would be able to keep said game. So I said, oh yeah, sure, why not? So that's what I did, man. Totally did that. And then my friend Todd, he also got a copy of Secret of Mana from Ant, because Ant wanted a code, a Game Genie code that was like in this Game Informer magazine that would let you like level up to like 56 or something like that. And I think it was Tecmo Super Bowl and maybe not Secret of Mana. I don't know what the hell game it was, but he traded a game for a code. And my friend Todd wouldn't even let him have the book that the code was in. He just gave him the code on a piece of paper. He just wrote the freaking code down and gave it to him. He didn't even give him the fucking book. Oh, Ant, that kid. Let's hope he never becomes GM of a major sports team. Anyways, this looks like a good place to stop.
Alright.
So, this has been Kenshin1913 along with
Ghostyfilms.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.